This is a 1987 Mazda RX7 race car rolling chassis. It's got quite a history of racing. At one time it was road raced and competed in the One Lap of America event, and I believe it won its class in 2010 with the previous owner. I purchased it and completely rebuilt it, restored the body, put a roll cage in, and competed in land speed racing events for the past couple years. So the original body was, I think it's called Sunrise Red, but I finished it in a gloss black exterior, but kept the red theme and some vinyl striping on the hood and also the side decals. So the body was completely sanded, prepped, all the door dings removed and finished in 2015 and repainted. There's absolutely no rust on the car. It was a Texas car for a number of years, so everything is completely solid. No rust or accident damage whatsoever. The interior has been completely gutted, all sound deadening and carpet removed. Like I said, it's got a full roll cage. It was built to land speed racing specifications to compete over 175 miles an hour, and I believe it would be fully legal in NHRA, at least to some speeds in drag racing. It's got an Ultra Shield full containment seat, and that the seat bottom and the back brace are integrated into the roll cage. It's got G-Force 5-point safety harness. Steering wheel is removable or detachable. It's got a custom aluminum dash with full set of autometer gauges. So it's got a monster tachometer, water temp, oil pressure, speedometer, voltmeter, ammeter, fuel level, and fuel pressure. It also has a master battery cutoff switch, both for the driver, and there's one on the exterior. This car was set up with running a T5 manual transmission, so it has clutch pedal and master cylinder. Coming around to the back end, here you can see the push handle for the second master cutoff switch, which is required in some racing applications. And here's the hatch area, so you can see the roll cage is tied into the rear strut supports. It has a battery, a relocated battery behind the passenger seat. It's got a battery box set up for an Optima battery. Coming around to the passenger side, And it has a 10-pound fire bottle, fire suppression system, and it's plumbed for 2 nozzles up to the engine compartment and 1 nozzle in the driver's footwell passenger compartment area. Here you can see more of the roll cage. That was built and installed by a professional welder, fabricator and welder here near Rochester, New York. Come back around to the front and open up the engine compartment. So the previous owner had run a small block Chevy, so it does have the Granny's small block Chevy engine cradle. I used that for a Pontiac engine for land speed events, and it's slightly modified for that, but either that could be used or another Granny's cradle could be bolted right in to the cross member. You can see fuel lines, or steel braided fuel lines, running from an Aeromotive fuel filter down in the frame rail. There's one of the fire suppression nozzles. It has a manual steering rack and some of the engine compartment wiring. You can see it's wired for a radiator fan, alternator, has a remote starter solenoid, so that's all wired into the master cutoff switches and also the ignition switch on the dash. So that's it. I've got some other videos of the undercarriage and some other features, but thanks for looking.